Hello everybody, and welcome to the third session of Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I decided to keep on going with this game rather than Shadows of Loathing for various reasons. One is the fact that I'm having more fun with it, which is most important, but also I've noticed that there is a larger amount of viewers in comparison to that game. This could be due to a variety of factors, but either way, I'm going to continue with this one. Yeah, I did some playing of the Lost Valley DLC campaign in between streams, as well as finishing up my main game. Let's see, where's the streaming backup? Ah, there it is. Last time we left off, we were hired by a multinational council of kingdoms, known as the Legacy Council, to investigate why contact has been broken off with the border fortress of Karalim. It turns out that a mysterious race of extraplanar lizard people known as the Sorr-Akkath, or Sorr-Akkath for short, attacked the place. They are able to shapeshift, and they are known for leaving no evidence of their passage behind. As they are for these reasons, they are regarded as being nigh-mythical creatures. So our next mission is to bring back proof of their existence via a Sorr-Akkath head. But while doing so, we managed to complete a certain side quest where we wanted to look up and learn, where someone wanted to learn more about goblin languages, which we did just now. Excuse me, my throat is a bit dry. Let me wet my whistle for a bit. Alright, that was good. So basically, we have a main quest where we have to travel to an ancient tower, goblin culture, returning to a quest board. The Sorr-Akkath item is also in this fortress, but from what I remember, it's a very difficult fight, even at level 4, so we're not going to do that one just yet. Instead, let's exit. Alright. This is the possible Sorr-Akkath based, but for now, let's go back to Caer-Keflin. Yeah, let's try and be fast for once. It makes us more likely to be ambushed, but hey, we haven't exactly had any... We haven't really had much in the way of problems yet, but now it looks like we are fighting now. Seems to be, of course, more bandits. The random encounters do get tougher depending on where you are on the map. Or if you go into the Badlands or the Cataclysm Struck, pardon me, that's where you get a lot more difficult and more overtly monstrous encounters. Near the starting area in Capital City, it's mostly just, you know, whatchamacallit, bandits, dire wolves, stuff like that. What do we want to do? That gives me an idea. Let's try and get both of them with color spray. Ah. Dang it. May as well.
Don't lose hope.
And we did not get a long rest, so our party is a bit injured. Just these two veterans, so... Or at least just these two we see. Dang it. At least want to get off one attack during this battle. Okay, we hit him, and veterans have an awful lot of hit points. They're like an upgrade from your standard beginning level, like goblins and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna cast a spell to block that. This is why a Shattercaster Rogue is so good. Having magic along with your typical roguish abilities is always a plus. Right. Our Warlock is going to weaken him a bit with Malediction and follow up with an Eldritch Blast.
Arcana Evo. Malediction.
good, I hit the right one.
You can take it.
Oh no. This battle is not going well for us. So as I was saying, veterans are a bit tougher. When it comes to like Dungeons and Dragons, they aren't like a specific like monster. They're just meant to be your step up from the typical bandits. They're like sort of like the elite sort of bandit style monster.
Just bad luck.
Right. Let's go into melee with our dwarfy dwarf. Let's do reckless attack, because that's how we roll. And even when we're rolling terribly, it's sort of funny, much like in typical Dungeons and Dragons, the sheer randomness of rolling dice can really make or break you a lot of times. Okay. You know what? Well, we're warlocks, so, this isn't the most counterintuitive, because if they take more damage, then they'll... the dwarf is being tanked. That's good, at least. I do at least want people to be conscious due to action economy, if nothing else. Right. Okay, now we can do color spray. That's good. Wait, did that not work? Weird.
Better luck next time.
Your AC is high too, which sucks. I don't think death is a certainty, but we are taking a lot of sources. We will be heavily depleted, but on the other hand, we have a long rest waiting for us, so we can afford to go whole hog with like all our spells and stuff. Oh boy, we're actually meleeing with them now. Yeah. Yeah, for now, let's just heal up our war cleric. Yeah. Dwarf is on his last legs. Going to do True Strike, so we can at least get some sweet sneak attack in. Okay, nearly dead. Fuck. That is not what I wanted to see. You may notice that the veteran, even though I think this is the first time we encountered, their HP is on display. And the reasoning for that is, I think bestiary entries carry between... whatchamacallit, they carry between campaigns. What this means is that... if you're able to roll a good enough survival checks and you know what they look like, oh god. Half our party is dead. This is not going the way I planned. Good news is, unlike a typical D&D game, if we get a total party kill, we can, whatchamacallit, We can always reload a save. He's somehow regained himself. Alright, at least one is dead. That's good to see. Okay, how do we want to do this? Yeah, we want to hit him.
Hold on to life, friend.
Okay, this is going horribly. Let's try to combat one more time. Otherwise, I'll probably just reload from earlier and actually heal our people before we left the Fortress of Kirlim. That's my plan. Okay. Yeah, the veterans only have melee attacks, so want to keep our ranged attackers away while we can. At the very least, want to increase the AC for our dwarf. Every little bit helps. Due to how bounded accuracy works in D&D, even a +1 bonus is great. We are going to ready a ranged attack. We're going to go down here, basically let them come for us. See, as they start going, we're going to shoot them. They should not have enough space to move and attack our warlock. They'll have to double move or dash, basically. Oh, guess they do have enough, but not that it mattered. Okay, what do we want to do?
Arcana Necro Cure.
Alright, that's good. And let's maledict him. Good measure. That temporary hit point should, at least if he does hit, absorb some of it, like it did just now. Alright. So how are we gonna handle this? Since he's in melee, that should do sneak attack.
Don't lose hope.
And we horribly missed. Let's try and get to higher ground. Apparently we can't. Okay. I'm gonna switch to sword and shield. Move up. We have high AC, so... Spiritual weapon is great. It's sort of like extra attack for clerics, but with the battle cleric, I think I will also be able to extra attack, so I may be able to attack 3 times per round, which can be really, really good. Okay, let's move our dwarf up. This should allow for our warlock to safely retreat. Alright, that's a good amount. Of course, still going for the squishy warlock. Oh no.
Stay with us.
I'm so glad she has a high constitution. Fortunately, she can't do much other than disengage that round. To the plus side, our higher AC users are holding the line. What do we want to do? Yeah, let's move here. We should be able to get them with crawler spray. Okay, one of them's blinded. That is very good for us. We are going to now dash behind cover here. If they try to move after us, they'll provoke opportunity attacks. And since he's blinded, we have advantage on attack rolls. We're going to blind the other one. Foregoing the attack, but it's good, because like you see... Now we don't have to use Reckless Attack, we automatically get advantage against blinded opponents. The blind condition is super useful. Most creatures in Dungeons & Dragons are visual, meaning if they don't have blind sense or some sort of like super hearing or magical senses, they are basically going to take disadvantage on attack rolls, along with a bunch of other stuff. Okay,
Run while you can.
This battle's going a lot better, and that's due to our clever application of movement and spells. Seriously, the fact they can attack 3 times in one round, some enemies in this game have like a ridiculous number of multi-attacks. That's what it's called when an enemy does it for some reason. When player characters or heroes do it, it's called extra attack. I don't understand why they don't just call it the same thing, you know. In 3rd edition, they called it full attacks, and it was something for everyone. Now, she has low HP. On the other hand, the enemy is blinded, which should mean we shouldn't really have much to fear. On the other hand, they attack 3 times, so the more times they attack, the more times they can, you know, the greater the chances they are to actually land a blow. Seriously, we're sucking even with him being blinded. Right?
Well struck.
The clock strikes. That should be a trait or trademark. Oh no. Okay, just enough. Okay, how are we gonna do this?
You like it?
Grr. Okay, a decent amount of damage. Hopefully this should drop him. No, it won't.
Arcana Evo. Malus.
Okay, hopefully he has 2 hit points left. Not enough to drop him. A lot of these battles tend to be on the longer side, like you see it's already round 5, where in most battles in 5th edition tend to be quicker. I think the game does it on purpose. They give tougher battles than usual, because we don't really have a time limit to do most of these quests anyway. Okay, let's see our loot. An awful lot of stuff, and some good stuff too. Okay, is there anything we actually want? Scroll of Detect Poison and Disease may be useful, if only to sell or nothing else. Yes, we will resume camping. The other stuff is too heavy and not worth enough to really be worth it. Right, we should have taken a long rest, so our party should be fully healed now that we're back in town. All we have to do is just wait for this loading screen to finish. I hope my voice is coming in clear. I have noticed I sounded awfully quiet on the last stream, but when I heard it as a downloaded video, I sounded just fine, so it's a bit weird. Maybe if we get more active chatters and stuff, we can better adjust our volume and stuff. Right, where is it? Okay, there it is. Yeah, because my cleric is overloaded. We're definitely going to dump some stuff off. So we have a vial of starter. Well, we have a scroll of lightning bolt and a scroll of revivify. Who got that, I wonder? Ah, it all went to our mage. Fireball is a warlock spell, so is sleep, shatter. I think fly is in haste. Okay. Let's check the scavenger headquarters. They probably already finished scavenging, but... Okay. 1 day, 22 hours. Ah. Still stuff. Yeah, let's sell it all. Nothing we really super need. Let's stop at Gorham's Emporium. Sell our extra weapons that are just weighing us down. Right. Scimitar. We already have a heavy crossbow. Just the javelins will just weigh us down. Do we want to keep our long sword or just stick with a greatsword? We don't really use a shield as a barbarian, so the real question is, will we ever need to do like some good guaranteed slashing damage? So we're going to keep it around for that reason. Surprisingly, Commoner's Clothing is pretty heavy, which is kind of funny to me. Right, just a bunch of ingredients and stuff we have left. Okay, let's give our long sword to our battle cleric. Wait, it's not finesse. For some reason I keep thinking it's a finesse weapon, so yeah, it's actually best on the dwarf. Right. Okay, wow. Right, nobody's being weighed down really that much. Nobody's proficient with the Mencal and Rosary. That's a situation I feel we really should rectify. There is a magic item which can make you proficient, but it's really, really good because it's like... It allows you to build all sorts of magic items and armor. I sort of made that mistake, I guess, in my first playthrough. In my second one, I should have fought better. Do we want to stash anything on our party stash? A direwolf pelt. Those do get pretty heavy over time. We don't really need all that many torches either, because pretty much everyone in our party has some form of dark vision. Prime short sword, prime dagger. We don't really need an extra dagger then. Tamaran holy symbol. We should give that to either the Tower of Knowledge or Antiquarians. Again, don't need that many torches. Alright. Now that we got items, this can be pretty useful for almost anyone. Again, also something useful for almost anyone. If I recall, the magic shop is affiliated with the Tower of Knowledge. So let's see where the faction people are. That's the Circle of Damatar. That was the Antiquarians. Okay, where's the Tower of Knowledge? No, that's the Arcanium. May as well give it to someone.
Clear skies, my friends.
Or guess not. Let's see if there's any magic stuff we can buy. Wait. No. Wait, do we really need a Scrolls, Oldest Scrolls Magic Missile? No, I think not. Let's just exit for now. The Lost Valley, I made a much more optimized party. I made people who can be guaranteed to not only craft just about anything, also gave people good berries, so they can also... looks like we had an ambush encounter. So they don't have to worry about carrying around a bunch of heavy rations. That's definitely the cheap way out. The Ranger class is really useful in Solasta, even though in traditional 5e they're often considered underpowered, because in addition to good berry, not having to carry around rations, you have Pass Without Trace, which gives your entire party plus 10 to stealth, and if you have a high enough stealth, not only can you, like, ambush enemies... I may be able to move. Okay. There's 2 of them in back, so let's occupy their time. Let's summon up here so we have some guaranteed damage. Wait, is there a reason we can't fight? Oh, the caster needs to perceive the target. Lame. Let's pass. Scouts are not very strong. Yeah, as I was saying, Pass Without Trace is so useful because being able to get surprise on enemies really makes or breaks a lot of them. Let's rage as a barbarian. We can afford to go all out or hog wild on these enemies since we'll probably have another long rest soon enough. This game you don't really attack enemies, like, you don't really fight enemies multiple times a day when doing overland travel, I've noticed. Since they're surprised, I don't know if that counts for sneak attack or not. Only one way to find out. No, it does not, which is a bit weird. Sneak attacks conditions can be pretty peculiar, much like in the tabletop version of D&D. Okay, how do we want to do this? Well, since he has a prize arm, we may as well cast Fiendish Vigor. Let's go over here, cast a spell on this wolf. Right, and now it's the start of the combat for real. As predicted, they're going to go double up on the dwarf. And you may notice they got advantage. That's because wolves have pack tactics. They gain advantage on attack rolls when they, whatchamacallit. They gain advantage on attack rolls if they have an ally within 5 feet. On melee attack rolls, but still. I didn't think we were going to one-shot even if we hit. Let's pass.
Run while you can.
Looks like they just shot a solid object. That's kind of funny. I guess the bestiary doesn't come over, because I definitely recall having, having bestiary entries on wolves.
Yes! I win again!
Rage Rampage is what I think it said. Ouch. That's way too much damage for my liking. Oh, there they are. Oh, it's so close to being a crit, too. Let's try and corner him at least. Yeah, that's a long shot, whoever they were trying to hit. Better than Eldritch Blast, which has disadvantage.
You should have fled.
That was enough to kill him, too. Right. These are all physical attackers, so binding Quasit seems the best. Hopefully the spiritual weapon should be enough to kill him. Yep, and now we can go... actually, I want to try and take out that last scout. Yep, I have line of sight, obviously.
I'm getting the measure of this.
Let's go even higher. Now we should have line of sight to everyone involved in combat. Not today. They're gonna have advantage anyway, so may as well use it. Almost enough. Alright. And weird how our party is split up against all these individual creatures. On the plus side, they're individually weak, so it shouldn't take much to, can't do it. On the plus side, I was going to say our characters, they're weak, so even with just one or two party members, we can easily pick them off.
Arcana Evo Malnis. You should have yielded.
Dang. That's the thing. Apparently, spiritual weapons, they are a bit wishy-washy on whether or not they can travel vertically at times. Sometimes I've seen them able to, sometimes not. Pass. Yep, it's just enough.
I'm unbeatable.
Right, we have free left. Good thing we did Reckless, otherwise that natural one would have missed. Oh no.
You'll get a nice scar.
I don't think I'll have line of sight to anyone, but it's the thought that counts.
Shake it off.
This is kind of an interesting contrast between this and Fire Emblem. In Fire Emblem, you're always fighting like some kind of mundane enemies or bandits, although monsters and mages existed, they were relatively rare. So even near the end of the campaigns in Fire Emblem, you would still often be like fighting soldiers and bandits. In 5th edition, that is sort of still the case, in the sense that there are a lot of encounters that tend to be mobs or hordes, but instead of like fighting like just mere CR fractional bandits, or level fractional in this game, there would be like a bunch of veterans or assassins who are sort of like pseudo mooks, or mooks once you become a higher level character. I do know that, relatively speaking, 3rd edition was often considered the edition where characters were most powerful, where near the higher level you were pretty much on par with like a demigod. And sorry, I don't exactly know where I was going with it, but I'm just saying about relative power scale. Yeah. Okay, that's
Well
definitely a
struck.
hit. Happy about that. Let's try and get even closer now. Oh boy, my poor warlock is nearly dead. My dwarf is sort of, but still hanging in there. Meanwhile, our cleric and rogue are pretty much virtually unscathed.
Arcana Evo Malnis.
Alright.
Once more we prevail.
There's a Fallout combat music called Rise and Prevail. I wonder if that's like an ode to that. I roll high enough on damage, just should be enough to take him out. Oh, good thing I saved that smite for all this time, so may as well.
You can't win.
Well, they're stunned at least. Not that it'll matter much, they probably would have been dead by now anyway. And since they're stunned, they have advantage on the attack. And down they go. Alright, survival check. We learn more about wolves and scouts. Right, is there any loot these beings dropped? Oh, all the way down there, all the way back there. You're often holding Alt-Tab a lot when doing this, just to highlight useful stuff. Ah, guess that was it. Oh well. 0 loot encounter, which is odd considering these are like humans who have like weapons and armor and presumably traveling rations. We're still technically in the city when that encounter happened. I like this map, it's like really all relative. Right, we still have quite a good bit of food. I should have at least stopped at the outpost in case people finish crafting stuff. Otherwise, if you automatically go past, you can't really access your menu. While you can technically hit the journal, the menu here is like the settings menu. Wait, did they just double up back? That's weird. This has happened before. It's usually representing higher elevation where it's like simply just walking to an area doesn't happen. Okay, orcs. So, I forget if I talked about orcs before, but particularly in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, in prior editions, orcs were like, mooks on par with goblins and kobolds, but bigger and stronger. Well, orcs in 5th edition are pretty strong. Most dungeon masters who know the system would serve well to not put orcs against first level parties. We are 3rd level, so that's not so bad. Okay, looks like the archers plan to ambush us in back with a berserker to lure our attention. Fortunately, we're too smart for that, so let's go here. Is there anything we can cast or use on them? You know what? Shadow Dagger. It seems that my character, for some reason, has 0 ammunition. I think that's because we forgot to replace the arrows once we were out of the quiver. There's a lot of gaming groups that don't bother tracking ammo, but this game definitely can. And it's not really that arduous because you have a, wow, -2 penalty. I think that's due to cover I'm behind, but regardless, we're not going to have a long rest when we actually enter the dungeon, so let's try and conserve our resources a bit. Okay, the Orc Berserker is actually pretty strong. And since our Warlock refreshes spells on a short rest rather than a long one, we can afford to do this. here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna dash up to you, and since we're small, we'll have cover in case that archer tries to shoot us. Orc archers, from what I recall, don't have a lot of HP. See, we did a little bit more than half just from one rapier swipe.
You can take it.
Yes. Spell slots are pretty valuable for a rogue. Oh. Attack of opportunity. We are not passing on that, and we easily kill off the archer. Looks like our rogue is just going to possibly take out the archers on our own some, while everyone else focuses on the berserker. Sounds like a smart plan. Let's pass. Channel Divinity is once per long rest, and I don't necessarily know if we'll have a long rest after this. Okay. We are really doing well on this. I don't think this will be enough to defeat the orc. Okay. Hopefully he's the kind where he has one more power left. Or one more HP is what I meant to say. Oh, it doesn't look like it counts as cover. Ah, nice. Very nice.
Once more, we prevail.
Don't speak too soon. Nice. Just as that happened, it looks like everybody has leveled up. Very nice indeed. Is it worth taking these? Orc equipment is usually low quality, so I'm betting it's not really going to be like secretly magical or whatever. Right. Everyone, gather in front of the campfire. Please let me level up. That would be so awesome if we can. Oh, yeah, it is a long rest. So, ideally, yes, we are all level 4 now. This is where we gain ability score increases or a choice of a bonus feat. So just for fun, let's look at bonus feats. Feats were a concept originally introduced in 3rd edition. They were based off of non-weapon proficiencies from earlier editions. The idea is they're like skills, they allow you to do something, but unlike skills where some, like perception, anyone can use, feats are special things. Feats in 5th edition are different because due to the open gaming license, only one feat, Grappler, is considered open gaming content, so Solasta had to pretty much make up all of their own feats for this game. In many cases, there are some feats which can give you +1 to an ability score, where your normal ability score increase, you would do +1 to 2 scores or +2 to a single one. We want to try and find ones which have at least +1 to Constitution. Okay, no. Okay. We have +1 on Constitution. Our Constitution saves. These creeds sort of give you proficient in certain saving throws you may not already be proficient with, which can often make them worth it, particularly for Dexterity, Con, and Wisdom, Constitution and Wisdom, which are... Ooh, I definitely like that. We now have an awful lot of HP. Right now, we don't really want to increase our strength, so we're just going to go with an ability score increase for our Marsh Halfling Rogue. We now have him now, barring certain circumstances, the maximum you can have an ability score is 20, even if you have like a bonus from a race. Do we want to unlearn any spells? Color Spy, Identify, and Shield are all good. Now we have a subclass spell. Mage Armor we don't need because we can wear actual armor. False Life, maybe, but... Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic we already have. Protect versus Evil and Good. Let's do False Life. Temporary hit points are always a good thing to have. where I have a 20 in our dex. We're going to do a feat which will give us +1 to wisdom, hopefully. Let's see if there are any who do that. I'll initiate Enchanter. That's the Mancallan Rosary feat. Are there none that give +1 to wisdom? Really? Hold on. I really want to check. Because I don't want to end up kicking myself if I somehow miss it. Okay, there's Creed of Marakai, but I'm already proficient in wisdom saves as a cleric. I just want to see other good ones. Yeah, looks like it. +1 wisdom to a maximum of 20. Okay. Now we select another cantrip to learn. Guidance is good because for a time you can add plus d4 to one ability check. It's a cantrip, so you can cast it as many times. However, it is concentration, so it takes up your concentration-based spell. Okay. We're going to try and look for a bonus feat that gives us +1 to charisma. +1 to intelligence and charisma is a bit tempting, but let's see what we got first. Most of the time, a lot of these feats, sometimes picking an ability score increase can often be just as good, if not better. Okay, Creed of Solasta, +1 to charisma. It's named after the main deity or concept or thing of the game. That's funny. Okay. Intimidation, persuasion, and deception. That could be useful, but we're also a warlock and we do want to be good with our spells. Okay, do we want to unlearn any invocations? No, those are actually pretty good. What cantrip do we want to learn? True Strike may be useful. It's concentration, and we don't really have any concentration spells at the moment, so that can be useful. It is only for the next strike, though. Do we want to unlearn any spells? No, these ones are good so far. Now we can learn another class spell. Do we want to learn Magic Missile? Nah, Eldritch Blast is good, so let's see. Invisibility is always good, because it allows you to be undetected. Misty Step can teleport you quickly, which is good mobility. If Enfeeblement is a good debuff. Half damage on strength-based attacks, and there's a lot of strength-based enemies. Darkness is good. Magical darkness. You cannot see in it, even if you have dark vision. However, there is something Warlocks have called Devil's Sight, where they can see even in magical darkness. However, we don't have that invocation yet, so I think Blur would be useful. We can only cast it on ourselves, or wait, maybe Invisibility. Blur or Invisibility, that's really what it comes down to. Let's do Invisibility. Can't really go wrong that way. Are there any spells we want to prepare? Since we leveled up, we can now cast more spells. Inflict Wounds, Healing Word are good standbys. I recall our rogue can cast Identify. Let's do Aid, Blindness, Lesser Restoration, Spiritual Weapon, Prayer of Healing, and Guiding Bolt. Now let's resume. Heading off to our possible Sorr-Akkath base in a ruined tower. I think we've overall made good choices. I'm sorry if it was a bit slow, but since you can't really rebuild or retrain your character without a mod, it's not the kind of thing I want to rush into. Now, this may seem a bit odd. It looks like we came up from under a pit or something. Looks like we're in a quarry of some kind, and there are people
What
there.
the hell did we just stumble into?
These aren't Sorr-Akkaths. They seem human.
What exactly are they doing?
What's it look like they're doing? They're digging something up.
Yeah.
This ruin dates back to Imperial times. Who are those people? Scavengers? Hard to say. I see no tent or flag signifying their allegiance.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Perhaps we should sneak a little closer.
Or simply walk in and see how friendly they are.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like the smartest move. Let's save as our backup, and now everybody is going to sneak. I am going to reorder my character since I usually, whenever I hit a group, it defaults to the person in front, and usually when sneaking, you at least want to try and get at least off one ranged attack, so we're going to try that. Want to make sure everyone has at least some reliable means of healing themselves or healing someone else. An unidentified potion. We can probably cast the Identify spell on it. We may as well do that right now. It is a spell slot, but ooh, Hell Giant Strength. There are various potions of Giant Strength where once you drink them, your strength score temporarily increases, and it can exceed the 20 strength limit. That is obviously going to be most useful for our Barbarian, who's pretty much a strength-focused character, although anyone who uses melee attacks can benefit from it. We are going to enter Cautious Mode. These unknown humans... It says humans working in the Badlands of unknown affiliation. It does tell us their hit points, AC, and move, and they are challenge 1/4, so easy. It's probably sort of already spelled out, but these people are actually hostile, meaning if they see us, they are going to go into combat mode. So although it may seem dishonorable, we are going to try and get close enough so we can actually attack them. Looks like we cannot. So it looks like we do actually have to go up and find out what they're up to. Let's try and stay in back, make sure none of them spot us. Because there's loot in this thing up here. Very out of the way basket. Alright, we have some rations, goblin hair fungus, various potion ingredients, and a tragic love letter. Let's read the love letter right now. Okay, someone is writing to his beloved about working for supplies. They are worried because apparently he's doing a job. Oh, it seems like they're being overworked. Sorry if I don't read this out all long enough. It can get a bit long. Guy's starting to feel depression. Looks like this is sort of like a prison colony almost. No. That person will easily see us. Okay.
That's on me.
Alert! All right, no talking then.
We didn't have the option in the first place, so I feel fine about that.
Looks like there won't be any parley.
Let's try and take cover. Technically speaking, we should have equal cover, but for some reason it doesn't. Okay, let's just head in behind there so at least the game registers it as full cover. Alright, what do we want to do? I should have cast... I really should have cast False Life. We have limited visibility no matter what. Well, since we are going to be hitting one person, may as well make it worth it. And we have advantage on the roll. Even though it dealt a mere 6 or near minimum damage, most of their HP are out. They see us, oh well. Let's make sure our poor rogue isn't overwhelmed and give him a chance to do give her a chance to do sneak attack damage. Pass.
Take that!
Alright, this is going very well for us. Right, sable the rogue.
Touche!
Let's try and get closer to the remaining survivors. Take cover behind our fellow party members. You definitely know due to Curse of Time this person's going to be dead, so we don't really need to focus on them. Cult Fanatic. Spellcaster. Let's hope we're still in stealth. I sort of feel like it would be smart to attack her, as she seems to be the biggest threat. And it looks like we're spotted. Okay, it's a long rest recharge. Let's save it for a much more dangerous battle. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, that's really funny. Characters can read my mind. Okay. and surprisingly that missed. Because they have a shield spell up.
Oops.
Okay, nobody's in stealth now. Not that it matters, because we really thinned out their ranks. We're going to try and get sneak attack on this one. Not really that we need it, but hey, every little bit counts. Let's try and get closer to the apparent leader. I do like the combat music. Okay. Her concentration was broke from her damage. And we were able to successfully dodge. Let's make her a target for our malediction now. Yeah. Eldritch Blast is like pretty much nigh required if you want to be a warlock. It's sort of... There are certain options, whether class features, spells, or subclasses that are sort of nigh required for certain character concepts. Like, for example, paladins can only smite in melee. No, we wanted to not do that, because it looks like we aren't able to melee her from where we are. It's kind of funny how often our barbarian has been using a crossbow. It just feels funny. Ouch. Stop missing. We're almost done anyway. Pass.
More.
Good. Cutscene time.
So, what do you think?
Humans.
What's that symbol there? The tattoo?
Looks like an A.
They all have it.
Guess they're all part of the same club.
Well, there's no reason to assume it signifies something sinister.
Do you think it has anything to do with the Sorr-Akkath? We better be careful.
Dang it.
And don't forget,
Party's
we need
really
the head
dumb.
of a Sorr-Akkath.
Okay, we looks like we teleported back there. But for now, let's try and loot the leader, because it looks like none of the minions had anything worth noting. And no, that is not a long rest camp. And looks can be deceiving. Just because there's a fireplace doesn't necessarily mean it's a friendly or safe place to rest. Okay, a poisoner's kit. I like that. Studded lever. I think that's better than normal lever. Yup, it is. Better by leagues and bounds. Yup, it definitely looks like our dwarf is going to be our pack mule. Barbarian clothes. No. If we are unarmored or wearing barbarian clothes, we add our con bonus as well as dex to AC. So, that was a good choice. Okay, 20, 16, 20, 20, 16. Yeah, our party is pretty ballsy. We didn't really suffer any casualties. Our only real wounded party member is our rogue. Wait, did we check that? I think we did. Because it's still glowing. Yeah, we did. Let's enter cautious mode. Nope, it's pretty well lit. Due to the torches, it seems since most of the people are humans, they wouldn't have dark vision, so yeah, they have torches. I like that little attention to detail. Humans overall are either a very strong or a very weak choice as a race in D&D. 5th edition has an optional rule called Variant Humans to make them more attractive, where instead of gaining +1 to every ability score, they gain +1 to 2 ability scores, but they also gain a bonus skill of their choice and a bonus feat of their choice. Feats being so useful in pretty much most editions of D&D past 2nd edition. It made Variant Human one of the most popular choices when it's permitted. Yes, I'm going to save Scum, and that's because I have the guidance spell, which I really should have used before trying to pick this lock. Fortunately, it shouldn't be too high of a DC. I also have expertise in Thieves' Tools, so as you saw, I have a mad bonus. Wait, where's guidance? I thought I had it. I could have sworn, did I? Okay, this is weirding me out. I could have sworn we chose guidance. Okay, guidance looks like you're putting your hands on someone's shoulder. Yep. No longer guided, and it looks like it's just more torches, more food supplies. Can always use more food. I think this is the first time we got, like, a poison. Poisons are pretty good. They're basically buffs for your weapon, so we're definitely going to give that to our dwarf. Do you want to give it to anyone else? I mean, conceivably we can give it... Actually, Scrolls of Revivify don't actually need to be carried. They're the kind of things you can use after the battle. So yeah, I think we will give it to our elf. Right. Ah, there's an unknown human. He has stats, but he has an exclamation mark. I don't think we'll be fighting this one.
Please don't kill me.
What are you doing here?
I'm just a worker.
Are you tattooed with an A?
You don't understand.
Are you one of them?
One of what? I'm just trying to survive. I had no choice.
What does the tattoo signify?
It's... I can't...
He's dead? How's that possible?
How is any of this possible?
Well, he was a prisoner, so they probably didn't want him squealing in case he was saved. Could it have been the person writing that tragic love letter? And there's steps further into this cave. What's this? An updraft of wind or some kind of magical energy? Only one way to find out. Huh. Like a reverse gravity
That
well.
was unexpected.
This place is topsy-turvy.
Remind me not to take a dump in that hole.
Do you really have to make jokes?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in my contract. Did Karen not tell you?
Might be good to remember what these blue currents can do.
Hehehe, that's kind of hinting at some later puzzles in this dungeon. We can actually go up there too. You may not think so, but by clicking around, we can see what's across here. There's a chest. And thankfully it is unlocked.
Oh!
What do we have here? A handy haversack. These magic items... Hold on, let me give this to Annie first. These magic items are a godsend because they increase your carrying capacity. They, along with bags of holding, are extra-dimensional storage spaces. And since our dwarf is the strongest, we are going to give it to him. See, now we can carry that primed armor without being weighed down. Scale mail. Of heavy armors, I think it... No, wait. Is it a... Oh, it's a medium armor, meaning a barbarian can wear it, but we don't really have much incentive to wear it because it would only give us an AC of 16, but disadvantage on stealth. Our cleric can wear it, although skill mail isn't good for her because she already has a very good AC with leather armor +1. And when she adds her shield bonus, she gets an AC 19, so... It's the kind of thing we'll keep around, but since it's primed equipment can be magically enchanted. Of course, we will need to gain that feat, which lets us enchant things with the Mancal and Rosary. We will need, I think, proficiency in the Arcana skill in order to do that, and it looks like nobody's proficient, so oh well. Looks like we're going to be buying our magic items and weapons, or just plain finding them. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, things are now getting significantly darker down here. Spooky. Yeah, let's have everyone go into cautious mode again. Ooh, there's torches. You know what? Oh, they light up by themselves. No need for a cantrip. What have we here?
Look at this place. I've never seen so many books.
It would take a lifetime to read them all, even for an elf.
Must be worth a fortune. If only we could get everything back to Caer Kiflin.
I see the point of the scavengers now.
Why not keep this to ourselves?
Alright, so where do we want to go? Well, let's go here. Looks easier to navigate.
If you fall down there.
Wanna try?
Looks definitely like a bottomless pit. Fortunately, we cannot actually fall. Even if we fail acrobatics or athletics.
Too easy.
So yeah, this is a pretty cool area. You basically need to do strategic pushing of blocks and other things using the gravity in order to make passages. And there's a mysterious orb. Who is going to be the most proficient in either Arcana or History? Okay, it's probably going to be our one of the halflings. Let's hope that counts for something. Ooh, it's floating too. Now you know it means it's special.
Well, that didn't do a damn thing.
Did you really think that would open the door?
We need to be smarter about this. Think it through.
Find a way to open the door. Well, looks like there's a bridge going across. But... In the Lost Valley DLC, it taught that you can actually shoot structures and other things to knock them down. Eldritch Blast. I think it only target... Guess it's a DLC only thing. Okay, wow, she has hardly any arrows left. Rectifying that situation post-haste. Yeah. License, that's the reason Guidance is a cantrip. It's very short duration. If you get the Fly spell, which I think you need at least to be 5th level minimum, traversing this area is so much easier. Another cutscene. Just a rock.
Is this one of those rocks that...
That what? Cat got your tongue? Okay. No path to destination. Very strange. So, where exactly are we supposed to go? Okay, for some reason it wouldn't let me single file. Okay. This is weird. Okay. No, wait. Is there something down here? It's been a while since I played this section of the game. Okay, looks like some people are moving at the very least. The Warlock, of course, has the poorest athletics, having a negative strength, so yeah, it looks like our party may be temporarily split up in order to do that. Even though they're jumping over, it didn't cause them to, you know. Okay. Let's have our elf scout in front. I feel like if we do trigger a fight, it'll be in such close quarters that having a melee weapon will be handy. Okay, and then we push that rock, and then it'll make our passage.
Heave-ho.
Now, if I recall, we will cast guidance on our on our warlock, because I think it was a certain skill check you roll. Let's see. Religion. A cleric not proficient in religion. That almost feels like an oxymoron. Okay, but our warlock is. That probably explains why she was always saying that, oh, may this certain god or goddess be with us. It's the most religiously scholarly character.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
She looks like an empress.
Yes. I remember
She doesn't
feeling it
bear the
last
proper
time.
regalia. Not for a Manacallan. More likely she was a wizard, a master of the Arcaneum.
Could this have been her home?
Possibly.
Her bones are probably buried somewhere under all these bloody books. You're an idiot.
Okay, we got some experience points for that successful check. I like that. Right, we cannot jump across there, because that thing is blocking our path, so only one way to go. Looks like there's something well ahead of there, but it looks like there's a thing here. And something here, too. Okay. Sounds like we need another thing on Annie, because I think this is another skill check. Open this door, even though it's a book. And again, books are a gateway to other realms,
Interesting.
metaphorically.
It's in remarkable condition, considering how long it's been here.
Do you think it has magical properties?
A spell book that predates the cataclysm.
And I should care because?
You're a
A
shadowcaster.
long-forgotten spell. A valuable secret. But it looks to be locked.
Take it. Perhaps someone in Caer Kiflin will know how to open it.
Yeah, but right now, we have more important shit to take care of.
So, oh, it looks like they did take it. Okay, so, speaking of which, the Shadowcaster, along with the Wizard, are unique in that they can, if they find spell scrolls, they can record those into their spell books. It does take quite a bit of time to do it. 8 hours per scroll, usually, or 4 hours per level of the spell. I think Detect Disease and Poison might be scrollable. I definitely know that Wizards and Shadowcasters can't really do healing magic. There's part of me that just wants to try and give all the spell scrolls to, and see which ones they can record. We will, of course, be consuming rations as we do this, so we won't go into it willy-nilly. We also don't have the Good Berry spell, which is basically free infinite food. Okay, not compatible, not compatible, not compatible, not compatible. Okay. Okay, mage armor. Looks like some of these we may just sell. Oh, fly. I don't want to cast that immediately, but because as you can tell, this area, we want to make sure we explore as much as we can so we know exactly where to go.
In the Badlands.
I know. Expect the unexpected.
There's a chest there, but we want to see if we can get there via other ways. If I recall, it has some good stuff, but again, with the fly spell and all, it only lasts 10 minutes and will at least need to be like another level before you can gain it. So, yeah. I want to make sure it's worth it. Okay. Okay, good thing we saw that trap. I think it's a collapsing bridge, so let's expect a third clue now. Ah,
You see
lizard person.
Is that a Sorr-Akkath?
Nice.
Don't be ridiculous. This is pre-Cataclysm, before anyone knew what a Sorr-Akkath even was.
So it could be a
Doesn't
lizard
have the
folk,
big spines.
a dragonborn.
It's a dragon.
Really?
It's no bigger than a man. It's standing just like a human.
Ever
Someone
seen a dragon
had-
at all? How would you know?
Someone had a very
Stop
funny
losing time, it's
screenshot.
just a statue.
Dragonborn being a new race. They had a Dragonborn character say, "Oh, it's a standing like a man." Ever seen a dragon do that? And they're like a literal Dragonborn. That was pretty funny. I do wish there was more specific dialogue regarding your character's heritage. I do know in Lost Valley there are some things like that matter in that regard.
I just needed one hand.
Nice. And once again, you can see another place which will also need the fly spell. Or at the very least, something good like spider climb or jump. For now, let's just keep looking around. Yep. You know what that means. Giant spiders, baby.
Oh!
Please do not be prone when combat starts. That would not be good. Okay. Okay, we illuminated a bit more. Let's climb down a bit. Once again, another rock to push. That gains us access to another statue. I think once we push this rock is when we're going to do a thing. One of these days I think I want to just make a party where everyone is proficient in athletics or acrobatics so we don't have to hear the inevitable ugh, ugh. Yep. Oh boy.
Oh!
Come on, why wouldn't it let me select? Okay, it can let me select now. So, where are the spiders? Okay, they are up there. Up there. Why can't I? Why can I not? Okay. Looks like this is going to be like an ambush fight, regrettably. Actually, before this starts, it's a good time this game is paused. I have to use the bathroom, but I'll be back. Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. Well,
What went wrong there?
as I was saying, I had a bit of an upset stomach, so I don't know if we'll have to call things early or not. But regardless of that, let's see what we can do. Well, looks like we, right now, can just melee a spider. I think it's immune to shoving, so as tempting as it would be to try and knock it off to its death.
Perfect.
Oh no, it's resistant to piercing. And it looks like we already moved our movement, so yeah, we can't really dash or disengage. Okay. Tempted to cast a spider climb on someone. Makes it. Oh, well, let's at least try to get malediction. Okay, is there a reason? Okay, fine. Looks like we had a lot more room, but who am I to say? Okay. Let's at least try to occupy these spiders.
Impressive move, my friend.
Alright, one of them is dead. That's good. Okay, that's good. So how do we want to do this? It deals force damage, so we actually want it to do Spectral 1, which I think has resistance to non-magical stuff. We are going to move up here.
You'll get a nice scar.
Let's pass. Good, it's dead. Spectral spiders are the ones you want to watch out for. At least it dropped its loot on the ledge before dying. Okay, they're doubling up on our poor rogue. Okay. What do we want to do? We want to disengage. That seems the smartest move. Could have been tempting to do color spray, but, you know.
You like it?
Let's focus force damage on the spectral ones. Okay, good.
No quarter given.
Did a good amount of damage even if it resisted it. I like that. Right, it is nearly dead. I think we can justify a shoot.
Next time!
Okay, we're really lucking out with these rolls. I'm happy about that. I'd hand my big mouth. At least nobody's getting poisoned. On the other hand, we did get a critical hit with our poor cleric. That was not a pretty sight.
Well struck!
This one is at least in melee, so let's disengage. Put some room between us. Okay. How do we want to handle this? Yeah, we don't provoke attack or opportunity. We don't have disadvantage. Wouldn't have mattered. Now, we're probably gonna get harder battles soon enough. Okay, that was good. Let's try and draw their fire.
Victory is
Okay,
yours!
good. We only have one spider to worry about. This spectral weapon feels really useless right about now. Pass.
You can't win!
Oh god. That was a huge amount of damage. Sneak attack should apply since it is caught between a bunch of things. Okay. Thankfully our warlock has a great dex. Okay. The clock thing should at the very least kill it. If we miss. Alright, let's see what our loot has for us. Okay. Arrows. Really? Oh, and a crossbow bolt. Don't know where that came from. Okay, before we go any further, drink potion. Drink potion again. Heal the elf. If you want to upcast a cure wounds spell or not. Heal multiplies at the same time. Maybe. Maybe not. Wait, did I not prepare cure wounds?
Misaye, Evo, Cure.
Oh well. Cast spell guidance on our warlock as usual.
Misaye, Evo, Derive.
Now let's investigate this statue, which should be our third clue. If I'm counting things correctly.
Another statue. These guys really love themselves.
Ah. Well, at the very least, let's see. Light, follow the light. Only one way to go. I feel like we may have missed a third clue somewhere.
All these books floating around and I can't grab them.
Alrighty. Magnificent shortbow, you know what that means. It's magical. Pretty sure I know what it is, but let's see. Shortbow +1. Very nice indeed. We are going to be giving that to our halfling rogue. Because our elf has a longbow. Okay. And we knock that over. Now we have a shortcut back to the orb. Ah, mysterious circle.
What kind of runes are those?
Enchanted runes from the ancient imperial period. It's said they had 8 schools of magic. Each is represented here, all as equals. This place is astounding.
Yeah, You could tell that to the Sorr-Akkath right before they cut us to frickin' pieces.
The 8 Schools of Magic is like an actual rule in D&D. You notice how some things said like, oh, this is an evocation spell, a necromancy spell, a conjuration spell. Well, that's because magic in D&D is separated into 8 different types. If I recall, they're abjuration, which is like protection, conjuration, which is making and summoning things, divination, which is knowing things, evocation, which is basically altering and making use of elements, although what makes it different than conjuration is sort of academic. Then there is enchantment, which involves playing around with mind and perception, actually playing around with the mind, while illusion is playing around with perception. Then there is necromancy, which is magic of life and death. And then finally there's transmutation, which is about altering and changing things. We need to
I stepped on some magical rune. I guess there's a reason for that.
there must be, but first, let's knock around all of these rocks first. I meant to do that. Okay, you may notice there's sort of like a master rune there or something.
Nothing. Very funny.
Okay, one.
Found one. Another one here.
Okay, that's free so far. This one, would it be the fourth? It looks a bit bigger than the others. I don't know what's up with that.
Good work.
Huh. Guess regardless, we activated it. Now let's check it out.
We did it! Was that insane puzzle the work of some long-dead Manacalon wizard?
Probably. Even from the tomb, that magical arsehole is messing with us.
Okay. Now let's see. If I recall that chest there. Looks like this is the way. But before doing any of that, I'm sorely tempted to cast a fly spell and get the chests we couldn't get. The question is, who should we activate fly on? Let's do our dwarf. Right? See? He just levitates around. Okay, actually it's all the way over here. Yep.
Heave-ho!
Over here. Push this. Thankfully it's not locked. Elven cloak and a soul gem. Okay. If I recall, the clock is still ticking on this, so where else do we have? We have there. There's an unknown chest of some sort there. Oh, no, wait. It's up there. Oh, that bridge. We didn't need a fly spell for that. Okay, magic crafting supplies. If only we had a rosary. Okay. Okay, in the upper left corner now. Okay, 8 minutes, so yeah, we still have plenty of time. Magnificent chainmail. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's reunite with our party now. Only see half of our party members. Ah, one of them was on top of the other. I'm not going to... Actually, yeah, I kind of want to. But on the other hand, if we end up going into battle, I may really regret not having that shield spell. Oh, hey. Speak of devil. Long rest. May as well, that's usually a sign. It's heavy armor, so the question is, will it be worth it? Chainmail +1, no. Heavy armor sets your AC to a default amount, and even if you have a negative dex, it does not reduce it, which makes it good for like clumsy characters. On the other hand, as our party has really good dex mods, it's not really worth it. Okay, let's see what spells we want to prepare. Less guiding bolt, detect magic, healing word, inflict wounds. Good for subtle choices. Aid, blindness, spiritual weapon, and prayer of healing or lesser restoration. Well, we haven't really encountered a lot of detrimental conditions yet, so prayer of healing seems better. And I don't think I've shown off Aid. Aid is a really, really great spell. It gives you temporary hit points to like up to 6 free targets, duration 8 hours. It is not concentration duration, which makes it really good. So we're going to give it to our everyone but the dwarf. Right? Wait. Is there any long duration ones you want to use? No, I think we're all good. Oh yeah, I think I remember what's coming up. This is going to be a bit of a big battle, but I think we're ready for it. I'm confident we are. Sadly, we no longer have a fly spell, but the long rest was worth it. Magical damage, you say? Let's do that. It's a bit late, but I'll take what I can get.
Silent?
As we go through. Cutscene time.
Stay hidden. Here.
Sorr-Akkath,
What
Ooh, I
else
count
could
at
they
least
be?
4.
you ready to do this?
Get in position. Hit
This
him
is-
hard and take him by surprise.
I like how the barbarian's saying that. Yeah, this is the big boss battle of the area. So we're gonna put ranged weapons on everyone. Obviously. Doesn't really need a ranged weapon because Warlock. Okay, good. If we had an area of effect attack to hit that Sorr-Akkath, that would be so good. Okay, I count 4. Let's wait until he gets closer there. Wait. Squirrel of Fireball. Battle Cleric. We have the higher ground, and they will need to come to us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is an awful lot of Sorr-Akkaths. Or Sorr-Akkath. Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay, they are Sorr-Akkath skirmishers. I think we may want to take them first because they have the least. Or an already damaged warrior is good too. Okay, we are still hidden. We are going to rage. Okay, how do we want to do this? Yes. We should be dead. Good. Okay, going over here will give me more line of sight to more of them. Let's, as tempted as I would be to cast Spiritual Weapon, I know they're going to start coming up. So, let's cast it here. They can further spines as a ranged attack, but since we're all technically hidden, they are going to be all like, oh, where'd that come from? Oh, where's that? This Saboteur, I feel like, can give us some trouble. Yeah, let's sneak over here. As soon as they start coming up the steps, we're probably going to get detected anyway, so... That's very disappointing to see. Cutscene time. Looks like a boss. Yep, Sorr-Akkath, Acolyte of Sorr-Akkath. Very scary sounding. Hopefully this does not bring stealth. It does not. Yeah, I kind of want to... Okay. Cunning action. Let's go back. Just diving in and out of cover. Very stereotypical sniper. Of course, only our barbarian's out of hiding, so the barbarian is taking all the attention. I like that. Things are working out very well for us so far. We're just gonna keep firing with our barbarian, or do we... What do we want to do? Ah.
Come on, you can do better.
Was worth it. Alright, more and more of them are getting into spiritual weapon range. Alright. How do we want to do this? Yep. Good.
I know.
Okay, we are not in stealth anymore because the Saboteur went up there. Yes, and it is dead. This battle is going very well. And we are going to go back in cover now. We should be nigh unhittable for our shield-wielding war priest. Right, looks like he's double moving up. Yep. How do I want to handle this?
Arcana Evo. Balance.
If only we could shove him.
I am unbeatable.
Okay. Now this is a good time to use our power. Most of their attacks are physical, so we're going to bind Aquazid. The Acolyte, of course, has magic, and he can fly. Just like that scroll we had. Okay. What do we want to do? Yeah, I want to do that. Sweet, sweet sneak attack. Ooh, there's a chest there, but... yeah, we want to stay here. That's what you get. Alright, finally we can use our Poison Greatsword. Okay, hopefully the Sands of Time will take that one out. That's my hope, at least. Okay, we have 4 left. It may be a good idea, since we're behind cover, to go back. You know what? Why not? The more that are dead, the better. And it was also his turn anyway. Target is out of range. Hopefully not for long. Going a bit out of cover, but... want to take out as many as I can, and with advantage we should. So disappointing. Ouch. Using my own thing against me. Okay. Stunned, so sneak attack should apply. And it does. Alright, 1, 2, free. And he's already well damaged.
Shake it off!
Okay. Cast a spell. Yeah, only our cleric is really, really hurt so far. I sort of feel... wait, where are they? Okay, one's down there, one's down there. Yeah. I at the very least want to attract their attention, or at least get within melee range. If not this turn, then the next. Okay. Who should I hit with my poisoned arrow? The already weakened skirmisher, of course. And a miss, somehow. This statue doesn't offer any cover. Weird.
Arcana Evo Madness. I'm getting the measure of this.
We are somehow doing really badly, and somehow we had a +0 to hit. Which just feels weird. Okay. Our cleric is nearly dead. That is not good. I sort of feel like I should be concentrating on the... Can color spray affect an opponent in midair? I'm kind of hoping it does.
You're just lucky.
as well hit once, at least.
I win again.
Thank goodness. Why do we have a reduction in? Oh boy. I do not want my cleric to die. What can we do? You know what? Upcast a second level spell. This is almost guaranteed to heavily damage or one-shot him. See, nearly dead. And it is dead for real. Good. It's now 4 against 1. The action economy should work out in our favor. Very much in our favor. How do you want to handle this? We at least want to try and get him to fall or drop somehow. I'm gonna try and bless everyone into party, because they don't actually have a concentration thing. Oh, wait. If he attacks, I'm gonna lose to, and she drops, I'm gonna lose to bless, and I'll be all for nothing. Okay, I'm at least using up his spell slots. Yes, even enemies often use spell slots too. There are some unique exceptions, like enemies who can use at-will things, but, you know. Okay, it's been 6 rounds in this combat, yeah. This is one that at least has a justification to be long.
Take it.
Please hit at least once. This is getting annoying. Very annoying. My encumbered dwarf hasn't even got off in a single melee attack. I know there are... I mean... Okay, please let Bless be the difference maker. If I go up here, hopefully I have line of sight to everyone. Okay. 1, 2, 3. My 20 dex gives me a good enough modifier to hit anyway.
Don't lose hope.
Sorry if I sound frustrated, it's just... Okay, have a taste of your own medicine. Vast majority of this combat has just be missing, and this thing also missing.
Just bad luck.
It's not bad luck, it's just Fang. It's this boss just has way too much defensive magic. Even a 17 misses. Yes, this really is bullshit, honestly. I hope Twitch doesn't like censor me for that. That would be dumb. Yes!
Bend the knee or perish.
I am so happy that happens. I don't care where I'm moving right now. I just want to kill this motherfucker.
Arcana Evo Malmis. I must do better.
Oh no, it can also regenerate HP. I'm internally raging right now.
Again, harder!
You said it, man. Really gotta get rid of the encumbrance for the dwarf soon. Okay, at least we'll get sneak attack this way. I'm almost tempted to just forego hitting and just do true straight. Thank goodness.
They didn't die easily.
Got every one of those ugly bastards.
Now
The
we just
dwarf's
need one of
crouching
their
for some
bloody
reason.
heads.
Okay, we got a Sorr-Akkath, but before we do anything, we're gonna loot the bodies. Because there's a platform there, but that'll advance the plot when we check it out. Already has light encumbrance, so, you know. Yeah, these light things really didn't play a role at all. That's kind of funny. Hopefully the boss has some good treasure. Really hoping for that. And a treasure chest. Okay, primed gauntlets. Scroll of mage armor. Pretty much nigh useless. Does this lead anywhere? I think this is an alternate way to sneak
Dive in the
around,
dirt now.
but didn't really matter as there's not really much full cover over here. Yeah, it's just an alternate way around. Before we inspect this platform, we are going to want to check our characters, because we're going to learn why this game is called Solasta, Crown of the Magister, very, very shortly. See that? This is a very important MacGuffin coming up. And the reason why is because we want to make sure we want to have a character who cannot cast Revivify, as this artifact can allow us to cast a Revivify spell, which, if put on a cleric, is a sort of a waste. It can do other powers, mostly defensive, so it's like, we want to at the very least make sure. Oh, we can cast Fireball. Good. You know what? Yeah, let's give all this stuff to our War Priest. Okay, Fireball, Haste. Yeah. Okay, I know who I'm gonna put it on.
Would you look at this?
A crowd of some kind?
They seemed to keep their distance from it.
Maybe it's cursed.
Hey, Look what I found.
Let me take a look.
So now I have to choose.
Looks
oh
like
wait.
ancient Timarian. If you find it, send for... Oh, this appears to be a name. That has to be a Sorr-Akkath name. They were protecting it. It must be of great value to them.
So we choose which party member to take it. We're not going to have Kiana take it because she can do Revivify. A rogue. We're sort of strapped for actions. A dwarf. He's most likely to survive, but on the other hand, let's choose one of the halflings. Let's choose Annie.
Take it then. All right.
Because she was able to read the scroll in the
Yes.
first place.
I understand.
Who are you talking to? Wait, what are you doing?
Are you crazy?
A bit
Why did you put
oversized
it
for
on?
her.
We have no idea what it does, whether it's evil or anything.
What?
I
just kind of had to.
We're supposed to share the loot, by the way.
Perhaps we should rest before we head back.
I say we go, before the owner of that unpronounceable name shows his ugly face. The mission is done, after all.
Is it? Did someone cut off a Sorr-Akkath's head?
Really? That's not your
All right,
first
then.
thing.
I'll do it.
The sooner we go, the sooner we can get back to Caer Kiflin. After you, friends.
Bring back the crown, seize the artifact. Alright. We are going to even just scrolling rapidly, it's a really, really big dungeon. Looks like everybody is over encumbered. But why is she over encumbered? Is she carrying anything of substance? Yeah, the poisoner's kit, I know. Right. Let's go back to Carolyn Outpost now that we're of an appropriate level to do that side quest. But the mood is somber. I sense something's coming up. Mandatory event.
You look a little pale. Is something wrong?
I don't feel too good.
It's the crown.
I knew that old crown was cursed.
And also
You
clipping,
don't
your
know
clothes
that.
are clipping through the
Just
hail
get
barrel
rid of it.
No,
to stones.
we need it
My
Need it
precious.
for what?
for its power. I can feel it deep inside.
Are you okay?
I just need to rest for a bit. Yeah, I'm not feeling too good either.
I'm exhausted as well.
You did go
Maybe
through
the
an
curse
entire
has
dungeon
affected us
after
all.
all.
Stop it. Don't be ridiculous. Fine, let's rest for a while.
And hello there,
Set
new
up
viewer.
camp.
We recently got the appropriately named Crown of the Magister, which is the big MacGuffin for this. And it looks like we're going to be fighting. Please tell us we got a long rest. We did fight a tough climactic battle on all. Okay. It's like we're fighting cultists. Oh god, we are not prepared for this. Okay, just acolytes, I guess.
Misaye, Evo!
This should be enough to take out at least one of them.
You should have yielded.
The acolytes look pretty silly as enemies. It's just a bunch of old men with clubs. Let's Let's see if... Ooh, a crit.
How does that feel?
Thank goodness this encounter was an easier one. If it was something like brown bears or more of those veterans, I feel like I would be a goner. Oh no, we're down to 2 crossbow bolts and we're also encumbered.
Perfect.
Nice. Eldritch Blast, our magical sniper, basically. Okay, it's going to be his turn, but he's already pretty badly hurt. Oh, 1 radiant. Hardly any. Taking cover behind a halfling, that's funny.
Next time.
Okay, now we're finally in melee. Snork, your time to shine. Will you do the killing blow or will you miss? Okay, a miss is fine too.
Arcana Evo. Malmis.
Okay, this should at least guarantee to... Nope. Guess he has like 1 or 2 more HP.
That's the way.
Hooray. He beat all the enemies. Now let's see what's on the gear of the best one. Nope. We can literally go back the way we came and we'd still be traveling in the right direction. Doesn't really matter where you exit the map on these things for random encounters. Please let us take a long rest at least. Looks like we are. Good, finally. I really like that. Even though it sounds like I may complain, I do like the resource management of a lot of these role-playing games. You can't always punch at 100%, but when you do, it can be oh so satisfying. Also equally satisfying is pulling through a difficult encounter with less than ideal resources. Okay. We are about 2.5 hours into this, and once again, I'd say we made good progress in the main quest, along with turning in a little side quest. Let's see if we have enough. Let's see if we got 5 more minutes to try and do a little side quest. I wonder if we can buy or sell our stuff here.
Clear skies, friend.
Clear skies, deputies.
Yeah, we talked to him before. Okay, we have a general store inside. Finally, we can actually sell some of our stuff. I don't know if we can get a better deal in Karakiflim, but I don't like just going around with encumbered characters if I can help it. I forget if we've looted that container before. Yeah, we have. Mogo de poor, running a general store, but he's poor. Kind of funny. Okay. Let's get the feeling we'll get a much better deal. You know what? I'm going to do the dumb thing. I'm still going to hold on to it just when we get back to the city of Cairkiflin and sell it all at Gorham's or Mugo's magic shop. Okay, good. But going back here should lead us to the Sorr-Akkath relic side quest. Let's just track the quest. And you may notice we can inspect that element, but before we do, we're going to save. Because it is actually guarded. Woo woo. So first, we're going to cast Aid on everyone. 1, 2. Wait. Aid on everyone but our warlock who has that false life at will thing.
Arcana Necro Jure.
Cast it as a second level slot so we can affect our entire party. Enter cautious mode. Yes, I am metagaming a bit, but it'll help us even the odds. Told you so. Let's take cover here. Switch to our, we're going to cast Guiding Bolt. And it is stunned. This is why the invisibility can be useful in regards to certain enemies. Well, it's mostly just a Sorr-Akkath. And since we're rogue, if we move adjacent and they're already stunned and we have advantage, we should be able to do sneak attack.
Another one bites the dust.
Alright, that went really well for us. Let's get some higher ground. Let's get higher ground for our warlock. Uh-oh.
You'll get a nice scar.
That's where they are. That double attack along with Shadow Murder is understandably really dangerous. I think this is the most times we've ever had a barbarian use a ranged attack. Not just in this campaign, but in like D&D in general. Since he's melee. That should apply sneak attack. Yes, it does. You know what? We're just gonna stay up here. try to get it in melee with our War Priest, who's a much better target to soak up the melee damage.
Nice little warm-up.
Okay, they're nearly dead. That's good. I should have used Spiritual Weapon. Oh well, they missed anyway. And they missed again. Will the crossbow be the killing blow? Nope. Never is, sadly.
Nobody has your skills. Bravo!
Right, you can also loot their bodies. Let's see what they have. Nothing of consequence. Oh, let's see. Does she have the spell I was thinking of? Spider climb, yes. There's one other thing we want to do in here, in these caves. That rotating bridge area. Remember this place over here? We have the spider climb spell, which means we can access it now. Very happy to say that. So let's find out what exactly it is, and then we can call it a night. Prepare to hear Annie grunt a lot.
That's impressive.
Sounded like two of them. Oh no. Forgot. There's optional encounters. Just so many.
Go on!
Shouldn't be too hard. Yes, melee the dwarf. Finally, he'll get to use his great sword for once. Okay, let's ready an attack. Critical miss. For some reason, none of them, all of them are going to Annie, but they're not taking any attacks, which is weird. Being a dwarf resistant to poison, that's good. Okay, yes, it's enemy turn. Please do not freeze up on me, game. Just like a real-life D&D session, you're just waiting for the other player to do something. I'll give it 20 more seconds. If nothing happens, I think we'll call it a night. Because normally I reload an earlier save, but it's, once again, another combat. Don't really feel like doing so. Okay, yeah, it's frozen. Well, everyone, I hope you had fun watching. We still made very great progress. I guess a glitch is as good a time to call it a night anyway. See you all next time. Quasar Night out.